Okay. Hi and welcome. I've been awake since 4 a.m. Okay, hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm a little bit nuts this morning. I've been awake since 4 a.m. Just couldn't sleep. Anyway, thought I would do some fun makeup this morning and invited you to come watch me. Crazy. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I have a fresh, clean face because I've already done it. Okay, I've currently done my hair, so I'm just gonna pin back a little bit. I was digging curls, so I curled my hair. Curled it. Curly, straight. Curly, straight. Anyway, that's enough about me. How are you all this morning? How's life? What's been, beg my pardon, Jesus. What's been going on? Anything fun? Anything I should know about? Tell me down below. Tell me all your secrets. I like secrets. Okay, let's do eyeshadow. God. Okay, so what's up? Okay, so I'm wearing another Christmas singlet today for work. It's supposed to be mildish weather, 31 degrees. That's pretty good. My top is black. There is a little bit of green on it. Just a tiny bit of green. So I've almost got like a blank canvas I can work with. So I'm thinking that I use this one. Isn't it pretty? It's pretty cool, huh? So what color should I use? What color was it? Okay. Maybe like a purpley pinky kind of vibe. What do you all think? Hi. Okay, so I'm first gonna start off with my Napoleon Purtis eyeshadow brush. Okay, so we will start with a base color. So I think I always like to start my base colors off lightish. So I think I will start off with the same. So I always do the inner corners of my eyes in a lighter color, just because I always like to, I don't know, make my eyes pop a little bit. And I like to blend. I'm the blend master. The blending of the blends. So anyway, we shall do this. More color. That's better. Yes, there is. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, anyway. Just, you know, gone crazy, be back later. Okay, so inner corner done. Next color. I'm vibing on this color here. You can't see it, but you were about to see it when I put it on my eye. It's like a pinky purpley color. It's kind of nice. It's pretty. So once I've done my eyes and we're doing more makeup, I feel like I should be telling you like a story every time I like do this, just so it's not so boring with me like doing my makeup for you guys. But you should all do it with me. Like, sit down, do your makeup. Sit down, be humble. Sit down, be humble. I haven't heard that song in a while. Anyway. Okay, next color. Okay, next color. Ooh, deep purple. Yeah, I'm vibing it. It's nice. Okay, so anyway, the outer corners, a darker color, just because I feel like, you know, that's like ways, one of the main ways like eyeshadows always like pop is your inner corners are light and your outer corners are darker. So yeah. Okay. So now I want my smudge brush, my famous smudge brush, which I just need to quickly clean. I'm going to use it to blend in the tops and blend in the eyeshadows and all that, etc, etc, etc. So we need to come in with like a purpley color. Now we don't want to go too dark, we don't want to go too light, so we will use one that is close to it and in that same area of color. Now when I do my upper crease, I never like to go fully, yeah, so you can watch. I like to stop here because I like to come in with a lighter color and blend it. That's just always personal choice. I just like a lighter color like in the inner corner. Wow, that's a lot of color pop. I'm gonna have to blend this out the tiniest bit, but that's okay. Okay, alright, I'm zooming back out because I look terrible. Okay, I'm zooming back out. Okay, now I need to like blend in these other colors. So I'll do that. Now I just like to come in with the same color that I'm using and then just blend. So you basically just come in with your other coloring and I just like to blend. Now I am going to use my smudge brush to come in with the colors that I used just to brighten them a bit more. The colors that I want to pop, make them pop. And also blend this into the other color that I have in the outer crease. Outer corner, I should say. So just like blend them in a bit better because the smudge brush is the tips for that. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Hooray! Hooray! We love Lizzie's Light Brigade. Lizzie! Lizzie! We love her when she comes our way. Anyway, now that you will officially think I'm a psycho, so, right. Dun, 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 dun. Now I'm coming in with the white and I'm going to bring it up into that purple and just like lightly blend it. And then same on this one. We just want to like lightly blend it into that purple. We don't want to go too far, but we want to blend it the slightest little bit just to make it a little bit nicer. And we also want to blend that lighter color into the next darker color, which is working perfectly fine. Now I'm going to just lightly, with a light, very, very light hand, just go over the purple a little bit and then just like smudge it. And just bring it all the way up into my brow line. Okay, now that I'm happy with that, I can come back later with a little bit of color and like just fill in where I'm not 100% happy. So next step is to come in and clean all the fallout off of our face. So we are going to do that with some micellar water or a wipe or whatever you use to remove your makeup. Always be careful with products that you use on your face. Don't overdo it. Don't just splash any old thing. Always patch test to make sure that something is going to work. Micellar water is one of the best products you can use on your face, as it has like the least amount of properties in it that are damaging or hurtful to your skin. But always read packaging and always double check labeling to see if it's going to work with your skin. But generally, just put the lid back on. Generally the ingredients are aqua water, hexylene, glycol, glycerin, disodium EDTA, bromide, and polaxamine. Anyway, so there is very minimal ingredients in it. Most of it is water, aka aqua. So it is very good for sensitive skin. My sister weirdly finds it that it makes her skin tingle and hurt, so she doesn't use it, but to be honest, she's a weirdo. I know. So yeah, so she doesn't like to use it. I don't mind it, doesn't hurt my skin, doesn't bother my skin. I have pretty tough skin, thankfully. So anyway, that's fine. Time to prime the face. Now, I've been having a lot of problem with humidity and everything with work, and unfortunately my dermatitis has been playing up. So this morning, as my primer, I'm going to be using my E45 cream, which is for dry and sensitive skin. So it helps keep it like moisturized throughout the day underneath my makeup, because yes, I wear makeup and I wear it almost pretty much every day at the moment, 7 days a week, for at least 12 hours in a day, minimum 12 hours in a day. So I like to make sure that my skin is taken care of. Now, as I've said before, always make sure you take care of your neck. Your neck is like one of the #1 things people forget to take care of. So take care of your neck, people. That's how people tell your age, by neck. Not by the amount of makeup you have on, it's by your neck. So if you don't take care of your neck, people are gonna tell how old you are. Just a little bit of fun information for you. Okay, now that that is done, just wipe my hands. So I always have a cloth. I've got actually 2 cloths. I've always got cloths next to me on the arm of my chair, so I can wipe makeup off, or I can you know, wipe my hands quickly, all that kind of stuff. Just makes it a lot easier when doing my makeup in my makeup room. This is my beauty room, if no one knew. I will in another video show you the layout of my actual table. It's at least, I think it's 1.2 wide, and it's about 60 centimeters deep, so it's quite a big table. This is my beauty room for when I have clients and everything. Otherwise I take it in a portable, like, carry thing. Anyway, trolley, it's a portable trolley. What am I doing? Ugh. Okay, so this morning, to actually do a little bit of concealing, I'm going to be using my contour palette. As you can see, I like to dig into some of the actual colors. It's just personal preference, to be honest, of what I like to use. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of a brush. Now, to actually blend and get the right coloring, I use a couple of different ones. So this morning, I'm going to be using just a little bit of a skin tone, but I'm also going to be using a lighter color to help get rid of the eye bags. Now I'm actually going to do most of this with the brush, just because I want a lot of coverage today. I don't know why, I just want a lot of coverage, and I can get a lot of precision out of a brush. If you're not confident with the brush and you prefer using like a little tool or the little wand that comes in concealer, use it. Use whatever makes you comfortable. If you've got time one day and you want to like try some of the techniques out and do it a little bit different, sit down and do that. Like, work on stuff. If you want to be able to, you know, do something different with your makeup, sit there, if you've ever got the time, sit there, watch some videos on the technique that you actually like, and go in and try it yourself. And then try it until you feel comfortable, or you give up like me, because I get frustrated with things and I just give up super easy, especially when it comes to technology. I am an absolute crank. If something doesn't work and I don't know how to do it, I will throw it, I will hit it, I will swear at it, I will walk away from it and not go back to it until someone else comes over and fixes it for me. I put together my soundbar by myself, so soundbar for my TV. I purchased it, I did it all myself, I set it up by the instructions. It worked great, like worked great. It was great. And then suddenly it started cutting out in places, and I was watching a movie one night and there was like no sound and I couldn't figure it out, and I got mad at it. Like I got so mad. And I was telling my best friend, I'm like, dude, like seriously it's pissing me off. And he goes, are you sure you've got it plugged in right? And I'm like, I've got it fucking plugged in right. Like I got so shitty. I'm like, it just won't work and I don't understand. Anyway, one day he came over and unplugged a whole bunch of stuff, plugged it all back in, and he goes, there you go, it works now. And I'm like, thanks. And then what made it even better is he made it work with normal TV, Netflix, Foxtel, all of it, so it works across the board. I'm like, oh yay. I'm pretty damn lucky to have a friend like him, because trust me, I am freaking hopeless. He fixes a lot of my stuff. He lives up and around the corner, so he's like a 5-minute drive or a 10-minute bike ride. Or if you're me, it's about a 15 to 20-minute bike ride, because I'm a slow wench. I'm so slow. Okay, so we actually might try, is it here? Let's have a look. Is this the contour? I'm just looking. We might use a brush today to do makeup, okay? So I'm just gonna try and blend this up a little bit. Now I'm going in with a fairly light hand just to blend it out. You never want to go in with a heavy hand with most stuff, just because you can end up wasting a lot of product. You can end up like stuffing it, or you might have to go in and put more product back on. So just always work with a light hand when it comes to makeup, because you can always build on everything, rather than going in with a heavy hand, going with a light hand and build on your stuff rather than stuffing it to begin with. Okay, so can't be bothered. All right, what we might do is put a little bit of highlighter on my cheeks before I put my foundation on. I occasionally do this. I don't do it that often, mainly because I can't be bothered and I just use my normal highlighter palette. But if you can be bothered, get a hold of some liquid highlighter. Oops. And now for this one, I'm actually going to use a beauty blender just to do it quickly. I'm just going to sweep down a little bit. Anyway, so you can see it. Okay. Alright, so foundation time. So what I might actually do is use my LA Girl stuff, because I don't use it that often, because you do actually have to use a brush with this one or you get a funny finish. So with this generally I don't have to mix it too much, because I'm very close in color to one of their colors, like straight out, which is quite good. So as I've told you in previous posts, you just want to check it on your neck and see how it blends. So this one is going to blend a little bit lighter, but that's okay, because I actually do have a tan. Because I go walking, yeah, I've developed a bit of a tan, but that's okay. I'll just go further down the neck. All right, so just gonna go in with a light hand. Now I try my hardest to do circular motions, but it doesn't always work, so we just might use a light sweeping motion to make this one work, just because it is a different like texture for a foundation. It's not like your usual consistency, it's a little bit different. And then the finish is different, like when you finish on your face. Okay, so I should tell story time, shouldn't I? While I'm doing my foundation. Okay, so what should we talk about? What should we talk about? I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think of stories. I have a heap of stories, but some of them are just not appropriate to be telling. Just because I don't want to, some of my personal life. So, okay, if you don't know, some people don't know, some people do know, I was once, going back 7 years now, I was engaged to be married. I was with this guy named John. He was half Italian, half Burmese. Like his mother was Burmese. She used to make like this really amazing like Burmese dish. It was my favorite thing. And if he would go to his mum's on a Sunday, because we ended up living together for quite a while, I would say, oh, what's your mum cooking? And he would like say the dish, and I'd be like, okay, I'm coming. But 9 times out of 10 I would stay home unless she was cooking that. And then if she cooked that, I was there. It was the most divine dish. It was like this soupy, chickeny, noodly dish, but then you would go ahead and an egg, and it had like, it was like the chicken was so tender, and then you would go ahead and you'd put like those crispy noodles and spring onion and all these like condiments, I don't know. You would put them like into this dish. Oh my god. I did find the recipe once. Like, it took me so long with Google because I didn't know how to spell it because I'm not Burmese. But I eventually found the recipe. I am still yet to make it because, to be honest, I am worried I'm gonna botch it, because like once you've had a dish and you're addicted to that dish, and then you go ahead and you make it and you've never made it before, and then it actually tastes like so shit, just ruins it. So anyway, we got together. We were both working back in the day. We were both working at Kmart together. He was what I would call a box boy. I used to call him the box boy because he used to work out the back. He used to work out on the dock in the warehouse, so he would come empty all of our like coat hanger bins that we had. He would like do deliveries out the back, all that kind of stuff. So I met him after I was semi-dating this guy, but it just turned out that rudely cut me off. Okay, sorry. I was dating this guy, but he was just too full-on, too hectic. I never told anyone this, but he was always constantly threatening to kill himself and stuff like that, and he was just like a terrible human being. Like, he turned out to be a shit human being. He would use the whole, I'm gonna kill myself, or I'm gonna cut myself, or if you leave me, I'm gonna do this, like, to make me stay and date him. And I'm like, dude, not to toot my own horn, toot toot, but I was too good for him. And I think he knew that. And to be honest, I think I was just desperate to like have someone be affectionate towards me, because I had dated and it just wasn't working out. And yeah, I wanted something deep and meaningful, and I wanted someone to like respect me and love me and etc, etc. Anyway, yeah, so we started dating, which was nice. You know, in the beginning it was really nice, it was great, we were having fun. So we went on the first date, Turns out he didn't drive at that time, which at first I was like, oh, okay, cool, never just did. And then he just said, oh, you know, just lazy. Yes, my parents are quite old. Turns out they were quite old. They were very late in life parents. So when I met him, I'm pretty sure his dad was in his late 70s and he was like 21. So it just goes to show they were quite late in life. So basically, so we went on a date, we went to the movies. I remember, no, did we go to dinner? I can't remember if we went to dinner and a movie, but anyway, he like carried me to my car. It was really sweet, to be honest. And anyway, I was like, oh, you know, and found out he didn't drive. Turns out he didn't live that far from me, so I dropped him home. Pretty sure he kissed me goodbye and I left, and it was great. And then the next working day at work, he sent me a box of pink roses to my checkout at work, and from there we just built like this romantic love story. Like, I loved him so much that I saw past all his flaws. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect either, and I'm not saying that, but he had a lot of flaws. He basically treated me like I was his surrogate mother. I didn't see it until towards the end, but yeah, we moved in together. It was great for a while. I don't know why or what happened, but he was only working nights, I think, or he quit his job and he was doing something and then he was working nights, I don't know. Anyway, so we moved in together. I ended up getting my 2 dogs, which was great. I love my boys. Yeah, things were great, blah, blah, blah. Shit happened, long story, don't know if I'll ever get into it, but we ended up needing to like take a break kind of thing. I ended up moving back in with my parents and he moved back in with his parents, or actually I moved him back in with his parents. Before I forget, I'm doing my brows next. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so anyway, he moved back in with his, I moved back in with mine. I took my boys with me because they were mine. I paid for them. You know, they were mine. So anyway, we were still dating, we were still engaged. You know, we still had plans. He got an offer to go and work in Melbourne at the Adidas store and be a manager of their massive warehouse over there. So he wanted to do it. So we had a conversation. He told me all about it. He, you know, explained why he wanted to do it, all that kind of stuff. It was a great career opportunity for him. You know, we discussed how much he would be paid, because they did tell him that if he got the job, this is how much he would be paid. We discussed, you know, leaving family, all that kind of thing. He had a niece. I had all my siblings, my parents, what it would mean, where we would live, what we would do with the boys, etc., etc. We were thinking about it, so we decided that yes, let's look at doing this. Let's look at moving our entire lives to Melbourne. We thought, you know what, this might be the kickstart that our relationship needs. We might just get back on track if we do this. Anyway, we were gonna basically do it. He was going to go over, he was going to get started on the job, he was going to look for somewhere to live, somewhere nice for us to live, even if it was a nice like apartment kind of thing. He was going to get settled. I was going to finish up everything here, so anything that we needed to, you know, do, I would finish up over here. I would finish up at my job. He would be making enough to get us to survive for a while until I found a job that I wanted to do. So I was gonna happily follow him in like a month. By then he would have, you know, got everything set up. We would have been like well on our way to a great relationship. Things would have been really good. I don't know, to be honest, I don't really understand from there what happened and why it happened, but he was like, you know, you don't want me to go, all that kind of stuff, you know, you're stopping me from doing things, you know, you're holding me back in my career, etc, etc. And I was all for it. I was all for us to go to Melbourne and start a new life, but for some reason, I don't know if he was scared and he was just trying to use me as a scapegoat. It could have been that. We got into this massive argument. We had gone out to dinner for my mum's birthday with her side of the family, so her sister, her two sisters, her brother, their partners, their kids, etc, etc, my nana, and he was so cold and so distant towards me for some reason. He wouldn't like talk to me, like he would just ignore me. He was being super nice to the rest of my family. Dad kind of like was like, you know, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, he's been in a funny mood. Anyway, Mum was half cut, which was funny to watch. We had a whole bunch of photos. I ended up leaving. We were driving home. I was gonna stay and stay with like John at like with him at his parents' place. I was gonna like sleep over, you know, that kind of fun stuff. But for some reason, we got into an argument in the car. Now, maybe he knew this argument was coming and he was testing the waters to see if I was going to bite back. I don't know. But he started saying a whole bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff I probably won't ever repeat to anyone, just because it was an argument between us. I'm going to keep it between us. I'm going to forget what was said, but not necessarily forgive. Anyway, he said, I think we need to take a break. And I said, we're not taking a break. You either want to be in this and you want to be engaged, or you don't want to be. You need to make that decision. And he was like, no, I'm not making that decision. I'm like, no, you need to make this decision, because this is your issue. This is not mine. I told you we were going to move to Melbourne. I said it was fine. I was happy with everything we had decided on. I was fine. Everything was going to work out great. I was excited. I said, this is you. This is some sort of hang up you have. I said, so you need to make this decision for yourself. You're either in it with me or you're not. And he said, well, I want to take a break. And I said, then you need to end the engagement. I said, because I'm not taking a break. I said, because I know where this leads. And I said, and I'm not letting you get away with anything and get off scot-free. So I said, you make the decision. We either continue this relationship, I said, or you end this engagement. And he goes, I don't want to marry you anymore. So I took off my engagement ring. I practically threw it at him in the car, and I said, fine, get out. And he got out. He swore at me, whatever, told me it was all my fault, blah 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 blah, all the fun stuff in life when you get into an argument, and he went inside. I broke down in the car. It was the most bizarre feeling. You know, ending a 5+ year long engagement, soon to be married, all that kind of stuff, like that just ended. That was my entire life, just gone, up in smoke. That was it. And I broke down. I then pulled myself together. I went home. My dad was like, oh, I thought you were staying out. And I said, yeah, no, you know, it's just been shit. John took the engagement ring back, and Dad just looked at me. He went, I'm sorry, you know. He gave me a hug. He said, you know, let's maybe not tell your mother because she's half cut. And I did chuckle at that, and I went, yeah, that's true, let's not tell Mum right now, let's just let her enjoy her birthday, we'll fill her in tomorrow. Anyway, she was like, you know, why are you home, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, Mum, I just thought I'd come home, it's your birthday, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, she eventually got it out of me. She said a bunch of funny stuff because she was like, you know, she was full of alcohol. She wasn't drunk, by the way. She was just like, she was happy, and she said a bunch of stuff. I don't know if she actually remembers this note. You know, she was like, oh, give me your phone, I'll tell him what for, and all this kind of stuff. And anyway, I went to bed that night and I thought, this is just awful. He then decides that he wants to see me, he wants to, you know, he's like, let's talk, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, no, you ended this, you said a whole bunch of hateful, hurtful things. Why would I want to come and see someone like you? Like, why would I want to? And he's like, I want to give you the engagement ring back, like, I made a stupid mistake, I'm so sorry, blah 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 blah. I did not want a bar of it, but I had a few things I needed to give back to him that I had. So I literally scooped it up, I grabbed my sister, I'm like, come with me. I said, just so I'm strong enough to do this. So we hop in the car, we just quickly go around the corner. I'm like, I've got some shit for you. He's then trying to get me and hold me and like pull me into him, and I'm just like, just let me go, do not touch me, I don't want anything to do with you. Yeah, well, anyway, he's like, no, take the engagement ring back. I threw it in the dirt. I'm like, fuck you, I don't want to part of this. I then run to the car, get in the car, whack it in reverse, and we leave. Fast forward a few months, I start getting like messages and stuff from people that are like, you know, he's saying this about you, he's saying that about you, just be careful, he's watching where you're going. You know, he started sending emails to friends and family saying that I was unhinged and I needed help, and that's why we split up and all this kind of stuff. And he tried to get me fired. Didn't work, by the way. Still work there. You know, he basically tried to email a whole bunch of people, blaming it all on me, saying that I honestly was, you know, troppo and needed like serious help, all that kind of stuff. It broke me down, and I was so sad for so long. My dad contacted him by email saying, dude, stop it or else, like, and you don't fuck with my dad. He's like, do not make me come around there, like, don't make me come around to your parents' place. I will drag you out the front and I will have words with you in front of your entire family. And he was like, oh, it's not me, Mr. Rocky, you know, I'm so sorry, is there anything I can do? I'm like, dude, it's you. Like, you were the only one that knew half of the stuff that was in the emails. There was things in there that only he knew. So it's like, dude, it's you, or you're telling someone to do it, but it's you. Anyway, he really started just messing with friendships and stuff like that, and that didn't sit well with me, like, at all. Anyway, it eventually kind of stopped. I don't know why he did what he did. To be honest, I don't want to know. He basically tried to ruin my entire life, and that was not cool with me. You know, like, why? What did I do to you? You're the one that ended everything, not the other way around. So yeah, we did talk about a year ago. He wanted to know, don't ask me why, but he wanted to know if, you know, what I thought was wrong with him, as to why he couldn't hold a relationship and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, why are you asking me? And he was basically trying to figure out, like, what he wanted out of this new relationship he was in with this girl. But apparently she was all like, still half in love with her ex and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm not getting into this. There are things you did in our relationship that you probably haven't done in this relationship. So, you know, maybe you need to go and do some soul searching. And, you know, stop asking me. I don't care. Like, I don't care. And I still to this day don't care. I have moved on. I'm moving forward with my life. I'm doing me. I'm just focusing on me. I'm doing what I've always wanted to do in life. I'm starting my makeup artistry career. I am doing anything in my power to make me happy and not anyone else. So if you are currently struggling in a relationship and you think, you know, I need to obviously do this for this person or whatever, stop it right now. You go, you figure out what you want to do. What do you want to do? You make that decision right now. And if that person cannot stand by you and support you and make you feel special and all that kind of stuff, and they're not in it with you 110% and supporting you, then you need to make that decision to say goodbye to them. If they are not going to play hardball with you in your life, then you deserve better. You deserve happy. And I support you. So just FYI. If you feel that no one would understand, honey, I understand. I 150 billion% get it. It is the hardest decision anyone can ever make in their life to say goodbye to someone. You know, like to turn around and say, you know what, this isn't working for me. And I can't do this anymore, and I'm sorry. Like, it is a super hard decision, but I'm with ya. I get it. Life sucks. Sometimes it really does. But anyway, that's my story of my ex. So yeah, to be honest, I do hope he's happy. Like, that's never been something that I, you know, would want someone, you know, I would never want someone to be unhappy. So I do hope that, you know, in some aspects of his life, you know, he's happy, he's healthy, you know, he's moving on, he's learning from mistakes that he's made, all that kind of stuff. I try not to hate anyone in life. I try to not necessarily forgive, but I'll forget, and I'll move forward. But always remember to just take care of you guys. Like, take care of you. Don't worry about anybody else. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go quickly make a breakfast smoothie, and then we are gonna go and quickly finish the eyes. So stay tuned. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Got my breakfast smoothie. So mango, banana, blueberries, Greek yogurt, milk, probiotic powder. It's what I try and start every day with. Well, the probiotic powder, Greek yogurt and milk, plus whatever ingredients I use. That's how I try and start my day, because gut health is super important. Just a little fun fact for you all. Okay, I think I just want like a liner on the base lid of my eye, so we're just gonna try it with one of these and see how we go. We'll see. See if we stop it. Kind of distracts me when I talk, so I'm just gonna like ramble about random stuff. So I lately I get really frustrated really quickly at the moment with like feelings I have towards like certain people in my life. Like, not anything in particular, but sometimes I feel super frustrated by stuff, because I feel like they are so caught up in like their lives that they think that nothing else is like important, and your life isn't important, and what you're going through isn't important. And it just like really sucks, because you feel like if you could just reach out and talk to someone, you might feel better. But there's just certain people in my life that I just don't trust anymore, and it sucks, because I wish I could trust them, like I really do. Fuck yeah. But I just can't, and it sucks, because there is nothing I would like more than to be like, this is what's going on in my head, help me. But the second I would say anything to them, it would be used against me. I just don't. I bottle it all. Does anyone else bottle their feelings? Like me, or am I the only one? Anyway. Who knows? Maybe you guys get me and you feel me and you understand me. Who knows? Maybe you don't, and maybe you think I'm nuts. And that's okay too. I don't mind if you think I'm nuts. I occasionally am. So yeah. I didn't want like too crazy a heavier liner. I just wanted like a nice liner. So yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, I'm happy with how that's finished. So that'll do. Okay, just come in a little bit. Okay, so I'm happy with the liner. Kind of, maybe, we'll see. I don't know. So I'm gonna come in and do my mascara now. Okay, my favorite. I'm gonna go a bit closer. Whoa! You should see how close this is. It's insane. I like that you can see my highlighted nose. It's really cute. Because I might do a little bit of color underneath my eye as well, just to make it like super pop. Because I'm kind of digging this color combo. It's nice. So nice. It's funny, like when I did my eyeshadow, which was green and red, for like the beginning of Christmas, I was like, I'm gonna make my eyes Christmassy, all that kind of stuff. So I did, and I had this customer, and I'm talking away to her, and she's like staring at me so intently, and I'm like, okay, she's really listening, awesome. And she goes, I'm so sorry for staring at you. She goes, I just love your eyeshadow. She's like, I just don't want you think I'm a weirdo for looking at you. And I was like, oh. I said, okay. I said, thank you. And anyway, she just like kept staring at me. It was really funny. And I had gone to the local 7-Eleven that morning, I think to get coffee or something, and one of the ladies behind the counter, she's like, oh my god, your eyeshadow is amazing. And I was like, oh, thanks guys. And like, they compliment me all the time in 7-Eleven when I go in, they're like, oh, your makeup is amazing. And I'm like, thank you. Notice my magnets on my car? Yeah, I do it for a living. Like, come on people, pay attention. But yeah, so I really like, I love when people are honest about how you look and they don't just say it like because for the sake of saying it. Like, you know how some people will like come up to you and like, oh, you look really lovely, and they don't mean it, and you know they don't mean it, and you know they're being a dick. But you can't really say anything because then you look like a dick too. Everybody looks like dicks. Anyway, I think I'm gonna come in a little bit with some eyeshadow in my, just in under my eye. So I think I will. I don't know what colour I use. Oh, let's start. I use this one. So we use a little bit of this one. I just think a pop of colour is nice. Just in the under eye a little bit. Especially because, like, I've gone and done a little bit of eyeliner. Whoa! Lucky my legs caught that. Anyway, busy being a weirdo. Havana now we're gonna come in with a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. Wow. And then we'll fix the rest and etc, etc. Isn't it funny that like the faces you make when you put makeup on? So funny. It's always funny. Makes me laugh. I always laugh because like you can see people that like look at you and they're like, oh, you know, your makeup's really nice, and you know that they want to ask you like, how do you do it? But then they don't want to come across like they don't have any clue about makeup and what they're doing. And it's like, dude, if you don't know how to do it, just ask and I will teach you and I will show you. Or go ahead and watch one of my YouTubes. You'll figure it out. It's pretty easy. But there's just, yeah, people in life that will always continue to not care, I guess. I don't know. Be assholes. Clean Q-tip. Not that I really got much anywhere, which was good. But I just like to smooth out underneath the eyes. Just double check I didn't get any anywhere, but there we go. Yeah, so you can smooth that all out. Perfect, perfect. Now we just need, I might set it before I put the lip on. Okay. Just set my makeup. And I think we might brush my curls out. Now that they're like successfully set with like hairspray. Just brush them out a bit. So my hair's like super full on and bouncy down the bottom. And then I think I'm gonna just pull it back a little bit. So I'll use that part of my hair. That's good. Cause I don't know, I like big hair sometimes. Like I really do. Like I'm like, yes, big hair. And then other times I'm like, no, I think I just want like, you know, a nice, simple, clean look. But today, big hair, don't care. Big hair, don't care. Might twist it. And then push it. And then I need a couple of bobby pins. Hold up. Get some bobby pins. And just pin it. Just pin that there. Oops. Come on, fingers, work with me. Big hair, don't care. And then we might pin that up and around here. And then loosely pin that as well. You get a little hair tutorial too, hey? Lucky yous, hey, lucky yous. And then just because I always like a finishing touch, I'm going to chuck this in my hair. There we go. Pretty. Hold up. Get the hairspray. Now, this is my favorite hairspray. It is the Silhouette by Schwarzkopf. So it's always the big can. It holds hair and makeup. I sometimes do that over the top for that extra hold. It holds hair and makeup like no tomorrow. It is super awesome. I love it. Now let's do a lip, people. Let's do a lip. Let's do a lip. What color lip should we do today? I don't know. I don't No, I'm crazy. Should we do red? I don't know, maybe pink. Let's do pink. Pink maybe? Okay, bit of pink. Oh yeah, this will do. This will do nicely. Actually might have a lip liner that's close to this colour actually. Which will be good. So yeah, the lip. Now I think I'm just going to see if I've got a lip liner that's pretty close. I think this one's pretty close, to be honest. Yeah, this will do. I usually do lip liner before, but I didn't think about it until I started putting this on. Okay. Oh, dries my lips. Okay. So then we will just go over it with the other end, which has like a cloth kind of thing. Oh shit, it's coming. I broke it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, it's in my finger. I broke it. Oops. Okay, anyway, this is today's look. I hope you guys had fun with me and enjoyed the story. I don't know if you did. Let me know if you want more stories. I have plenty more, where they came from. Yeah, so have a great day. Don't forget, oh my god, my speech. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Like this video if you like it, hit that notification bell so when I do upload more crazy stories and me doing makeup, you're gonna get notified. And yeah, comment down below what you want to see, what you want to hear. Let me know if there's any stories that you know, or any subjects where you think I might have a story. Let me know. Hit me up. I'm always down for a story. But anyway, here's a closer look at the finished eyes. Anyway, have a fabulous day.